Have Shabbat Shalom. We are, after last night's government meetings, in a place of uncertainty. It appears if there will be some sort of new quarantine over this next week, and we're on the eve of the last Shabbat of the year. Next Shabbat already will be Rosh Hashanah, and many of us don't know what will happen here in Israel vis-a-vis the government guidelines. And I just want to first off reassure everyone and say, whatever the guidelines, we're a strong community. We're committed, obviously, to following the government guidelines for the safety and security of us all, and because following the legal laws of the land is a spiritual, ethical, and moral responsibility of each of us. And how Rosh Hashanah will look is not certain, and how Yom Kippur will look is even less certain. But what is certain is as we enter into this Shabbat, Parshat Nitzavim-Vayelech, the key word in this Parsha is Hayom. Hayom, Atem Nitzavim, Hayom Kulchem. Today you are all gathered. And we're not all gathered. We're separate. Many have not come back to shul. Many are listening to videos. Others are on Zoom. Others are reading. But we're all connected. Kulchem. We're all connected to one another. And throughout the Parsha, and perhaps also throughout the Tefillah of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, a word that keeps repeating itself is Hayom, Hayom, Hayom. Today, 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 today. Hayom Harat Olam. Today the world is created. Hayom Yamid B'Mishpat. Today is a day of judgment. In fact, the piyut that ends Musaf on both days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur is Hayom, Hayom, Hayom. Today, today, today. And throughout our Parsha, it is also a key word of today. And Reb Tzadok suggests that oftentimes we worry about what will be tomorrow, and we squander today on the concerns of tomorrow. I want to bless us, particularly in times of uncertainty, to have the spiritual courage, the moral fortitude, and the bitachon, the trust that if today I live my fullest, best life, if today I care most deeply about the people in my life, if today I commit myself to acts of kindness, to mitzvot, to study of Torah, that fulfills today's potential. That makes today worthy of living for tomorrow. But if I spend my entirety of today thinking of what will be tomorrow, then I've squandered today, and perhaps in some element, Reb Tzadok suggests, I'm unworthy of tomorrow. It's very hard to live only in this moment. But I think precisely in times of uncertainty, precisely in times where the goalposts keep shifting, we spent a lot of time planning out different options for tefillah, and now maybe they'll all be changed. But you know what? That's tomorrow. Today I know that there are people I love and people who love me. And that should be a source of joy and a source of strength. God is ultimately my source, and God is ultimately my salvation. I bless each of us as we continue through the last days of this year and enter into the first days of next year. We have the ability to live bechinat, in an aspect of hayom, of today and the here and the now. And through actualizing today, the tomorrows will be infinitely better. May it be a year of blessing and goodness for us, for Chol Beit Yisrael, for all of Israel, for Chol Yoshvei Tevel. Shabbat Shalom, Shnat Briut V'Simcha, L'chol Echad Ve'echat.